Libra, this is your November 2016 reading. This incorporates both your love as well as your general forecast. This month I've done a story for you. November is definitely a story that happens. The first card that comes up says it's time for you to take action, and you no doubt will. You've done your planning, you've done your strategizing, you've done your fence sitting, and now it's time to make that move. And it says you have an innate belief and knowledge that your angels are standing at your back, your guardian angels. And it's true. They actually are. They are going to back you every step of the way. Your story starts at home, and it seems that there's a bit of a storm brewing at home. So it's either with your family members or your spouse or around the home itself, but there's definitely a storm brewing there. But it also says that you're not going to engage in the drama. You're not interested in the drama. You're just going to get through this by paying attention to the details of what you need to take care of, taking it step by step and moving through it, because you know that this storm is clearing the way for your new life. It's the last bits of debris, the last bits of things you haven't dealt with, that maybe you didn't have the time for or even the energy for, which now this storm will just blow through and quickly get rid of them. But you're not going to worry about it because you know that's what it's doing. Where love is concerned, you know it's safe for you to love again. You can actually feel that it is safe for you to love again. So if you're in a relationship and things have been a bit rocky over the last few years, you can now kind of feel it starting to settle again, and you can look to your partner for that support and that love that might not have been there in the last few years. And those of you that are looking for partnerships and relationships, you're ready. You're now truly ready. You know that it's time that you want someone in your life again to share your life and walk your road ahead with you. And then you start to see the joy and fun in your life again. You start feeling the warmth of the sun shining down on you again as the month progresses. And you realize that love is all around you. It's not only in your partners, but it's coming at you from everywhere. You start to feel that warmth of love. The universe is possibly showing it to you in many different ways. And because you feel that love and you possibly handing it out to everybody, you become much more attractive, which is also a great thing. And that always has a knock-on effect. Your social life picks up. There's more interaction with people. You network even more than what you usually do. And you start getting that feeling, that sense of belonging, as if you belong where you are, you belong in your skin, you belong to what you're doing. It's that lovely, warm and comfortable feeling that you get when you know what you're doing is on the right path. You're walking your path with confidence and happiness. And then where relationships are concerned, that inner child in you starts emerging again. That wants to engage youthfully in a fun way, perhaps even in a light-hearted way. You engage better with your children if you have children. And if you've had issues with children up to this point, these start to resolve themselves in one way or another. Then you shed a burden, a huge burden. You do this by focusing, by keeping your eye on the ball, by setting the goal, and by getting there and getting rid of this burden. This is a long-held burden. This is something that's been with you for quite a while, and you now get that opportunity to get rid of it. Simply because you focus on the fact that it needs to be moved aside now. It needs to be overcome. And releasing this burden somehow then opens up the room for feelings again. In partnerships and relationships, committed partnerships and relationships, you start to feel that feeling of warmth for the person again. If it's a spouse or a lover, you feel that romance for them again, and you start exploring those feelings, and it becomes mutual. And for those of you that are not in partnerships or relationships, when this burden gets removed from your life, you suddenly feel, or you meet somebody that you feel those romantic feelings for again. It's as if having cleared that block in your life, it opens up all sorts of avenues for you, but especially in your romantic life. And then you get to see that you have a true friend in your life. You get to appreciate that the two of you may not see life the same way, You may not approach things in the same way, but that doesn't matter because they will be at your back. This is a true, loyal friend, someone who will always have your back. That for Librans, I think, is probably one of the most important ingredients in their life. And this is what you've been waiting for all your life, is to feel that kind of feeling. So some of you, it's a really good friend. Others of you, you realize your spouse has always had your back. They've always been there for you. They are that good friend, even though the two of you don't see life in the same way or even have the same ideas of what you want in life. But they will be there for you regardless. And then for those of you looking for partnerships and relationships, that person turns up. It could be a lover. It could be a really good friend. For a lot of you, it is somebody that's a lover that is looking for new relationships, that is. And this person is a good friend first, which is really what Librans need now, is a really good friend that can also be their lover or partner. Your guidance cards, that first card that comes up, says two souls with but a single thought, two hearts beat as one. So that underlines that last set of cards with that true loyal friend. It is somebody who is your other half. This is a soulmate, whether it's romantic or a friend. Most likely romantic for most of you. It could be your spouse or somebody new, but they are your other half. And then in life in general, it says still the chatter within you to see the true path in life. So you're probably going to find in November you are able to quieten those little voices that niggle away at you. Quieten them down so that you can listen to your true inner guidance and you can see the road ahead far more clearly. The last guidance card, that Order in Chaos, speaks about you no longer want the drama that you saw in those first few cards with the storm that's coming in. You're not interested in the drama anymore. When you see the drama coming, you're the one that walks out the door, shuts the door, lets the drama get over and done with before you'll come back into the room again. And that is a good attitude to have, Libra. Then your final card says that you can now make the decisions without that wavering back and forth, without that sitting on the fence. You make the decision, and because you are so clear about making that decision, you actually get what you want. It's the clarity and the determination when you make that decision that delivers your wish for you. Ultimately, you will get what you want when you make this decision. So Libra, that is your reading for November. I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you would like a personal or private reading, we can take a closer look at what all these cards mean or how they will affect your life in particular, you can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com, or you can book via the website. Both URLs or web addresses are now showing up in the OWL card. You can also take the opportunity to use that offer I showed at the beginning for $3 or $5 when you choose your own cards if you have your own tarot deck. That's great fun. Have a look at that. Right, wishing you much love and light, and we'll speak soon.